Tennis. It isn't just a sport, it's a passion. I've met tons of people in the entertainment industry who share the same thought as me. Join me, Tyler Barnhart, as I hit and sit down and talk tennis with some of my favorite people and meet many more along the way. This is Rally with the Stars.
Not bad. That's the kind of tennis I play when I'm not here.
That's
and then when I come, I'm like, so bad.
You just need a camera. You're a star.
Today's special guest is none other than Oliver Blank. He is an actor and also my friend. You may have seen him in Apple TV's Swagger, as well as most recently Hulu's The English Teacher. Without further ado, here is Oliver.
This way, yep.
Welcome to Rally with the Stars, Oliver Blank. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, you're the guest, Oliver. You get to open the balls.
Doing the honors.
Don't cut yourself. Thank you. Welcome to the first ever Rally with the Stars. I am Tyler Barnhart, and today I have my very first guest, Oliver Blank.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, Oliver.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into it. Here's a point we played today, and
We have good rallies, and before we even started recording, when we were just warming up, like, we were smacking the heck out.
We were loose, yeah.
We were both like commenting like, wow, we really feel the balls. Like, this is going to be great. And then the moment you turn the cameras on,
it's like,
the court gets smaller and then everything
goes
gets
out the
tighter. Yeah, you hit the fence and you go, oh no. One of my first questions is, how did you get into tennis? Do you remember kind of the age that you got started? Like,
yeah,
why? What drug you to
my mom grew up playing tennis, and she just loved it. It was her kids in tennis, and so she kind of threw me and my sister both in there, and I think I was definitely the more sporty of the two. And so I started when I was like 4, and then high school is when I kind of stepped away from it. And then coming back to LA, there's such good tennis out here too. And just meeting, it's such a good way to catch up with someone and a friend. It's like you come, you hit for 2 hours, you talk during short court, and then you maybe like grab something quick out. It's just like, it's the perfect like date. It's the perfect date. But yeah, so I'm 23 now. So I'd say like probably like a good like 16, 17 years of playing.
Nice.
With a little 4 or 5 year gap.
Yeah. Nice. And I don't know if you're like me, but I also started playing relatively young. My dad enjoyed playing when he was younger and kind of brought that sport to us. But for me, like, I always cringe when I think about the fact that I've been playing for about 20 years. Because I'm like, how am I not
a
better?
beast?
Going into like your playing style.
Yeah.
I think tennis is really cool because Federer, I think, is somebody that we associate with like having just a beautiful game, one-handed backhand. He doesn't
very
really
elegant,
sweat.
yeah.
And then like I think of someone like Daniil Medvedev, who is at the top of his game. You know, he's a top 5 player, but he kind of like plays like an octopus. Like he's very just all over the place. What would you say your playing style is, or what would you like it to be?
Yeah.
Like what do you?
I think I have two answers to that question. I think my playing style as I know it is just heavy hitter. Like I grew up built like a linebacker. Like I was just always bigger than the kids that I was playing against. So like it was just smacking the hell out of the ball. And
it
like
felt good.
Yeah, and it felt great. But again, like high risk tennis. So that is what I would say my playing style is. Now what I'm trying to adapt to is more on the men's side. I'd say like just like a better all court game. Like I'm trying to think of somebody who just has great all court, and I think Roger is a great example. Like he just did everything so well. Like he was not the hardest hitter on the court, but like he somehow just found a way to like make his opponents move and sweat. And I feel like I'm starting to gravitate more towards that. But like as we were playing today, I'm like, it's like a constant fight of like Yannick Sinner smacking forehand, like left, right, and center, and then it's like trying to find that balance of the two, I guess.
Have you ever had the chance to play with a professional tennis player?
I like feel like I have, but I'm like, it's like I've lived 30 million. I'm 23 years old. I feel like I've lived like 30 different lives. But
that's what LA will do to you.
Yeah, I know, literally. But I feel like I have, and I just don't remember who. Have you?
I've hit with a girl, like it's a family friend of my wife's, who she plays on the Costa Rican national team.
Okay, fire.
And it was an hour in Miami, and it was the longest hour. 15 minutes in, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like she was a wall, and the pace, and
just like
so it blew my mind in the sense I knew she was gonna.
It's like you watch it on TV and you're like,
but
I can handle it. Like I could get in there.
Yeah, like I could return Ben Shelton.
Yeah, like I could.
you couldn't.
No. And then when you get in front of it firsthand, then I mean, the TV, I mean, I went to the Open this year.
Yeah.
And the TV never does it justice of just how fast and how quick they are moving and how quick that ball is moving.
Heavy the ball. Like you speak about hitting a deep ball like hard.
They are just like, they're in it.
It's okay, along the lines of have you hit with someone? If you could challenge any celebrity athlete, so they don't have to be a tennis player, to a match, who would it be? And do you think you would win?
Hey, I'm loving the boy-girl combo. I think I'm just going to keep running with the boy-girl combo. I think girl, obviously, just because she had a tennis movie come out this year, Zendaya.
Ooh.
Like, I just feel like and she, like, I know a lot of it was like, you know, it's movie making magic, but like, she looked like she could get out there and like push you around a little bit on the court. And so I'm like, maybe
she did her work.
If I played a match against Zendaya, who knows, she might whoop my ass. But got any guy celebrity,
someone that, you know,
love to see like an NFL player like play
100%.
tennis, just
100%.
to like see like the mobility.
Yes.
Like I'm trying to think of like quarterback would be cool. Jared Goff. Like I want to play playing tennis with Jared Goff for an hour just sounds really cool.
Last in the culture aspect of things, tennis has had some iconic moments in pop culture. Do you have like a favorite tennis moment in history that kind of stands out to you?
Has to be like watching Serena play her last match at the US Open, because I remember filming my first project for Apple TV. It was called Swagger, getting in trouble because like I had my laptop and like they were getting ready to, I was young, guys, like I promise directors and other people out there, I'm much more professional now.
You have to learn sometimes.
Yeah, but like I just remember being like, I like was eat, breathe, sleep Serena, and I just remember they had it on the house that we were filming at. Like it was just everywhere. And that was like really crazy to like have my first acting experience and then also being able to watch.
Coupled with someone's career ending.
Crazy.
Not ending per se, but
like a new chapter. A new chapter, yeah. And so like I think being able to watch her and like having other people who like weren't into tennis like on the film set, seeing how excited I was about it.
Yeah. They
were like getting into it and they were like, oh my gosh, like it was cool. It was cool.
I want to know, what's your favorite? Is there a specific tournament throughout the year that
I always go to the Open, and it's just like classic American tennis. Of course, like American fans, like they don't even have to know you, and they're gonna like ride or die for you.
Yes.
And I love whenever there's an American that makes it to like the quarters, semis, or finals, just because like the energy, like that crowd at the Open is just like unlike any other.
It's next
it's
level.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's also, I believe, the biggest tennis arena in the world.
It is.
I can only imagine when the first time you play on that court, stepping out.
You watch it on TV all the time, and it's like all these players getting their first match on Ash. It's like I know they're like, what, like this is way more than like it actually looks on TV.
It's pretty
because
insane.
TV does it some justice, but like being there is just like it's a whole different world.
Yeah, if you could attend one tennis match in history on the men's side and the women's side, which matches would you be at?
So this is such an easy question. Women's, we'll start with women's. Venus Serena, Australian Open 2017.
Preach.
Like that final.
Is that the last time they played together?
That was the last final that they played together. But like I will randomly just throw that match on YouTube, like and just be like, wow, we had it good. I remember that match, like tensions were just so high on both ends. Serena was chasing like another record, and then Venus, that was her first time back in a Grand Slam final, I think 7 or 8 years. Yeah. So I just remember like Venus came out on that match just like swinging free, and I remember Serena just getting a little frustrated. And so just like watching sister, like it's crazy.
The fact for me that they both dominated the sport and then had to play each other. Yeah. You know, like what a weird,
just like thinking about how many more each would have if they didn't have their sister.
Oh my gosh.
They were playing it. I mean, it's crazy.
It really was like the kryptonite.
Yeah. Women's that, and then I think men's never was into the old men's. Like I obviously knew Roger, Djokovic, Rafa, Murray were like the big four. Yeah. And that's like those were like
Murray appreciates you including him in the big four.
And like that's
a lot of people say big three.
Yeah, but like he was in he again like goes to show like if none of them were playing, like how much more slams each one of them would have. I can appreciate all of them, but what I've like waited to see and wanted to see, and I don't even think we've gotten it yet in this era, is Jannik and Carlos in a final. Jannik and Carlos in a Grand Slam final.
I
don't think they've played.
Played yet.
They've played in Grand Slams, I think, but like not in a final.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I would love to see.
I love that. So you have one from the past, and then you're optimistically thinking in the future you want to see them throw down.
Yeah, those are my two. Serena and Venus more than anything. It's like, we're never going to see that again.
I don't think so.
I might be dead. Someone else might see it, but like my lifetime, we're not.
We're not. Yeah, two siblings that
just dominate
tens of Grand Slams.
Yeah.
Like
no, we're not. We're not.
This is a personal question.
Go for it.
Do you have any pre-match rituals or superstitions? Speaking of Rafael Nadal.
I don't have any superstition so much as I kind of know in my bones whether or not it's going to be a good day.
Like you feel it.
I feel it. I don't know. I do wear the same pair of socks. I like to wear the same pair of socks.
Which I today before we started, there's a hole. So what's going to happen?
I know. Well, now I didn't play that great today, so I'm like fine throwing these away.
So you're going to burn them.
So I'm going to burn them, basically. Basically. But yeah, no, I think socks, like I try to wear the same like socks. I don't know, it's like a weird thing. And then, yeah, I just feel in my bones whether or not it's going to be good.
I want to do some like rapid fire. First one, biggest tennis pet peeve.
Whew, biggest tennis pet peeve is not being ready when the server's ready.
Dream mixed doubles partner.
Ooh, come on, Sabalenka. Yeah.
Sabalenka, if you're watching, we'd love to hit with you.
Yeah.
One word to describe your tennis game.
Aggressive.
Okay.
Aggressive. Yeah.
Favorite tennis brand?
Wilson.
Last but not least, favorite tennis player. And we can do both male and female.
Serena, women's, obviously. Men's side, controversial pick. But he's just so fun to watch. Medvedev.
Oh, yeah.
I never am not in, like, if there's a Medvedev match, I don't care if he's playing world number 587, like, he's going to find some way to, like, make it entertaining for us. So, like, I always enjoy watching him.
I don't know if he would like to hear that, but you're right. Like, he is an entertaining player.
I've seen so many edits on, like, Twitter and TikTok of, like, just, like, Charli XCX, BRAT, like things, and it's just him having an attitude about something all the time, and I just love it. Like, he brings some spice to the men's side.
Wrapping up, for those of you who don't know, now you know, Oliver's an actor, like me.
Yep.
You mentioned you were in Swagger.
Yeah, I mean, I love every single Apple TV show. I could go on for hours, like Severance.
I think it's the
don't
new
even get me
HBO.
started, but it's like, it is. And like, they just make such high quality TV. And so for that to be my first ever project is such a blessing.
I was also going to brag about you. You've got a couple episodes on The English Teacher.
Yeah.
On FX,
Hulu,
right?
FX, yeah.
Or Hulu, yeah. Awesome show. Very funny.
So
very
funny.
Good.
Everybody on there is so talented. So much improv and off the cuff of like.
That's fun. And I mean, like, I think ever since the pandemic happened in Hollywood, like, if you're working on any set, it's a win.
You're a winner.
Between the pandemic and the strike. So, like, I just want to give you your flowers.
Oh, thank you.
Those two things, awesome start to your resume.
Yeah. Again, it's such a, you've been doing this way longer than I have, but it's
Tell me about it. No.
I'm saying, like, we haven't really had, this is the year of acting because COVID was 2 years of it. A strike was half of a year. I mean, it's like we have not had consistent like energy flowing our way for a good year. And I feel like this is the year of like good flowing energy.
Look, if it's not this
for
year,
not only just us, but like any actors in general who just like have been so stop and go. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, if it's not this year, you're going to find me doing something else.
Okay, well, maybe we can find it on the court. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where can people follow you if they love this interview, they want to get to know you better? Like, where are you on the social?
Most of the time I'm on Instagram.
What's your handle?
Oliver.blank. Simple and easy.
Man. Love it. You good for another rematch?
I'm good for another rematch.
Oliver, thank you so much, man. Really
thank you, Tyler.
See you next time.
Good stuff.
Love,
that was great.
And that concludes the first ever episode of Rally with the Stars. I want to thank my guest, Oliver Blank, for the conversation and the tennis hit. It was a ton of fun. Thank you for being the first guest. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you know when I post another one. I have a lot of ideas in the future and a lot of people that I want to reach out to try and get on this show. If you have any ideas of who you want to see me hit with, put it in the comments. I'm looking for ideas. I've got some great ideas. Matthew McConaughey, you're on my list. Michael Costa, you're on my list. Tried to DM you haven't responded yet. Winston Du, YouTube tennis sensation, you're on my list. Caruso, if you're back in the States, let's do it.